a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Welcome back to Dramatical Murder. I sit up and tap the furry blue lump in my lap.
青葉、
おはよ
おはよ
う。今からちょっと見るぞ。
Ren is an older model, so fixing any serious malfunctions would be a real pain in the ass. I have to make sure I keep a close eye on him and perform regular maintenance. I pick up a long cable connected to my desk PC and plug it into the port beneath the fur on Ren's neck. I open my coil and run a systems diagnostic.
ん？ちょっと反射の反応速度が落ちてるかな。
I pick up the toolbox sitting on the floor, parting Ren's fur again. I use a screwdriver to open a small square hatch on the back of his neck. With most all mates, you can do all the maintenance you need from your coil, but Ren is such an old model that I have to fiddle with his insides directly. Using tweezers, I pull some new chips from the toolbox and swap them out with the ones Ren's neck.
これでよしっと。
I shut the maintenance hatch, close the control panel, and plug the cable, then pick up Ren.
どっか具合悪いとこあるか？
Oh, look how cute. Wrong button.
ん？
少し違和感があるが許容範囲内だ。
そっか。チップ変えたばっかだしな。もし不具合が出たらすぐ言えよ。
わかった。
I stroke Ren's back and nuzzle my forehead against his. I always do this after performing maintenance on Ren. I don't remember when I started, but it's become a kind of ritual like knocking on
い
wood.
つもありがとな。
こちらこそ。
これからもよろしく。
こちらこそ。
お前、いっつも返事それだよな。
何かおかしいか？
いや、全然。レンっぽくていいと思う。
その発言に対しては礼を言うべきなんだろうか？
そうだな。褒めてるから。
ありがとう。
こちらこそ。
I nuzzle Ren's forehead with mine again, then set him down on the bed. Ren never changes, no matter what, we'll always be together. Words said before disaster. After that, I take my time putting away my tools, chatting with Ren all the while.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
The next day, I go to work like usual. Mr. Haga is doing inventory when I get in. The first thing I do after I put my bag behind the counter and set Ren down is go over to Mr. Haga. I have to apologize for what happened yesterday.
店長、
はい。
昨日は配達すみませんでした。
え？ああ、いえいえ。そのことはもう。
His expression darkens, scaring me a bit. Maybe the customer yelled at him after I lost the package? If that's what happened, it's all on me.
本当にすいませんでした。できれば俺からもちゃんとお客さんに謝りたいんですけど。
Those are really giant screws for some reason.
うん。そのことなんですけどね。
Mr. Haga adjusts his glasses, a worried look on his
昨
face.
日の荷物、事前支払いが済んでしまっていたので、とにかく返金か再配達か伺いたくて、あの後も連絡を取ろうといろいろやってみたんです。コントロールセンターにも問い合わせてみたんですが、全くダメで。
ダメ？
はい。さっぱり連絡が取れないんです。届け先と依頼主が同じだったので住所を調べてみたんですが、住んでいるのは違う名前の人で、品物についても 全く覚えがないと言われてしまって。
それってつまりいたずらってことですか？
その可能性が高いですね。何のためにそんなことをしたのかは分かりませんけど。
He's right. If it was a prank, it would be a prankster. What would the prankster even get out of it? They already paid for the item. They'd just be at the out of the
この
money.
まま何事もなければいいのですが、なんとなくすっきりしませんね。
そうですね。
I was dragged into rhyme battle during that delivery. Could that be related? An air of unease hangs over us, but there's no more time to look for answers.
おっと、仕事仕事。
Mr. Haga hurries out of the shop. I don't like leaving it like this, but Mr. Haga's investigation turned up nothing, and I have no further clues.
さてと、俺も仕事っと。
Resolved to forget about it, I take my place behind the counter. The morning passes uneventfully. After breaking for lunch, I start at my afternoon shift. Mr. Haga's out, leaving me alone in the shop.
はい。はい。では、またのご利用をお待ちしております。
I take a breather after getting off the phone with a customer. The usual voice trick worked on this guy, so I managed to sell him all sorts of crap. It was a little annoying, though. He'd called before and really hadn't wanted to hang up. I'm still shaking off my disgust when the doorbell rings. A customer? I stop leaning on the counter and stand up straight.
青葉遊びに来たぞ。
お前らかよ。
It's just the evil trio. I let out an exaggerated sigh and go back to leaning on the counter. Nothing good ever comes from them showing
ど
up.
うせ悪さするんだろうが。帰れ帰れ。
青葉うざい。うざー。あんたは黙ってなさいよね、青葉。
These stupid brats. They immediately find Junker and start chasing him around.
あ、いたわよ。待って待って。捕まえろー。
お掃除。
Junker flees as fast as he can. He's clever with an all-mate and surprisingly agile too. So he's not exactly easy to catch, but that only makes the brats more
こら
determined.
こらこらこら。お前ら走るな。
あ、待って。あんたたち早く捕まえなさいよ。
お掃除お掃除リリー。
Hold on, that shelf is wobbling. And that cardboard box sure looks like it's about to fall. I probably should get up and stop it. But the thought is a moment too late.
ああ。
なんか
壊れたじゃねえ。お前ら。
うわ、青葉が怒った。短気な男は嫌われるわよ。
Get the fuck out.
うるさい。
Leave.
こら。お前も。
I grab the three of them by their collars and toss them out of the shop.
いってひどい最低。
うるさい。大人を怒らせると怖いんだぞ。
I put my hands on my hips, doing my best impression of an intimidating
た
teacher.
く、いつもいたずらばっかしやがって。ちょっとは反省しろ。ほんでとっとと家に帰れ。
うっさい、黙れバカ。 バカおばあんたダサいのよいちいち。
お前らな。いいから言うこと聞け。
The brats take off running. Damn it, that was pretty immature, even for me. Those brats just really get to me, you know? I guess I better clean up the mess they left. Sheesh. I thought I heard something just now.
うわ
Something fell out of the sky. What the fuck? It looks like a man. But a man from the sky? He's lying face down on the pavement. He's not dead, is he? That is a good image. The man gets up groaning. Phew, he's alive. My relief is fleeting, though, when the man looks up and I freeze. He doesn't have a face. No, wait, that's a gas mask.
ああ、びっくりしました。
The man looks around, ruffling his hair. He seems fine, but it sounded like he hit the ground pretty hard. And why is he wearing a gas mask? He turns to look at me. I blink and hold my breath, hoping he'll ignore me and go away. No such luck. He walks right up to me.
マスター、無事で何よりです。
え
Master?
マスターの声がしたので来ました。
What the hell is he talking about?
どうかしましたか？
いや、多分人違いだと思うんですけど。
人違い？
俺、マスターとかいう人じゃないし。
いえ、マスターはマスターですよ。
だから違いますって。俺あんたのこと知らないし。
そんなはずはありません。僕は昨日マスターをここへ運んだクリアです。
クリア！
昨日運んだ？
Yesterday? Come to think of it, I woke up here after getting sucked into the rhyme
も
battle.
しかしてお前が俺にライムを仕掛けたのか？
I couldn't see the rabbit guy's face, and I think he had a similar outfit.
いいえ、それは僕ではありません。ですが、僕はマスターがマスターだと思ったのでここへ運んできました。
We're going in circles.
昨日、マスターの声が聞こえました。破壊と死。
え？
That sounds kind of familiar.
なんでお前がその言葉。
Suddenly, he pinches my cheeks.
マスター、なんだか昨日とは違いますね。どこが違うかというと説明が難しいのですが、強いて言うなら顔も声もだらしないように思えます。
The guy in the gas mask shakes his head with a sigh. What is with this guy?
ひげえし、離れよ。
はい。
Damn, that hurt. What's wrong with this guy? He cocks his head to the side, puzzled as I rub my cheeks with tears in my eyes.
再度お尋ねしますが、あなた本当にマスターですよね？
だから違うって言ってんだろ。
それはありません。
I take some deep breaths, trying to cool my head. Calm down, he's just trying to get you riled up. I decide to turn tables. He's playing dumb, but maybe he'll show his true colors if I piss him off enough. If he's the rabbit head guy from yesterday, I have every intention of delivering some payback.
おい
I launch a kick at his ass.
ああ
He arches backwards, clutching his
そ
butt.
んなマスターやめてください
は
He sinks to his knees,
やめ
wailing.
てくださいマスターこれ以上はもう割れません
You literally just set up for that one bad joke. Yeah, no way he's the same guy. I should get this over with and send him on his
とに
way.
かく俺はマスターじゃないし、あと仕事あるから戻るんで、じゃ
僕はどうすれば
帰れよ。
わかりました
He nods obediently and starts digging around in his pockets. Slowly, he pulls out a vinyl umbrella. The hell did he find? How the hell did that fit in there? Oh, so we get our first choice.
Oh, お前、手品師なのか？
いえ違います先ほどもお伝えした通り僕はクリアと言います
いや、まあいいや、気にするな。
ではまた
He opens the umbrella, spins around, and walks away.
なんだったんだ。
What if we ask him the other question? I have no idea if this question has to do with anything, but...
傘なんて出してどうするんだ？
はい何がでしょうか
いや、それ傘だよな。お前が持ってるの。
そうですねそれがどうかしましたか
別に今雨降ってねえし、なんで出したんだ？
雨ああ確かに雨の日は空から水滴が降ってくるので傘を差せば濡れませんよね今度からはそうしてみたいと思いますありがとうございます
What is with this guy?
ではまた
He opens the umbrella, spins around, and walks away.
なんだったんだ。
I watch him go, shaking my head.
店戻ろ
It feels like I had an encounter with a mischievous spirit or something. Let's pretend that never happened. Then I get back inside. I find Junker all shaken up.
お掃除お掃除
Right, I completely forgot. Those brats made a complete mess of the
う。
shop.
ああ。
First the kids, then some weird guy in a gas mask. Today is just one of those days. Fighting off a wave of exhaustion, I start cleaning up. That evening, after I finish work, I head to Mizuki's with a package. We'd just gotten an order from Mizuki's shop, so I figured I'd take the opportunity to stop by. Mizuki's shop, the Black Needle, is just north of Humdrum Junk. It started as just a tattoo parlor, but after he turned the waiting room into a bar, it became something of a social spot too. Tattoos are pretty popular in the city, both as fashion statements as an indicator of rib affiliations, so Mizuki's shop does pretty well. Of course, Mizuki is one of the artists, so he'd ink me if I asked. I have no interest in that stuff though. The sun is starting to set by the time I approach the Black Needle. This is dry juice territory. Gang members dot the area. I've gotten to know some of them though through Mizuki, so I usually don't have any trouble passing through.
青葉さ
おう、久しぶり。
ん水木さんに用っすか
うちに注文入ってたからさ、届けに来た。
水木さん今たまり場ですよ
そっか。じゃあそっち行ってみるわ。
It's not far. The dry juice base is huge, encompassing several alleys. It's expanded over time as their membership has grown. The members are scattered through the various alleys, but Mizuki can always be found in the same spot. He's standing in front of a staircase covered with the large dry juice tag, talking to some of his members. He waves me over when he sees me.
毎度あり平凡宅急便です。
ああ、頼んどいたやつか。サンキュー。
I hand him the package and send the receipt with my coil. Once Mizuki confirms that the delivery is complete.
わざわざありがとな。お前んところ店ってマイナーなパーツも扱ってるから頼りになるよ。
店長に伝えとく。
この後はもう帰るのか？
なあ。
お疲れ。今から店戻るからさ、なんか飲んでけよ。
じゃあお言葉に甘えて。
I follow Mizuki out of the alley. Gang members greet him as they walk by. A few even bow formally, to which Mizuki smiles awkwardly in response. Nice. The black needle is tucked away in a black building with only a little sign identifying it. Stepping through the door, I'm immediately greeted by the upbeat music. The waiting room, which is also doubles as a bar, is much bigger than you'd think from the outside. In the dim light, I see a few people lounging on the couches, reading magazines or chatting quietly. To the left is the front desk, and to the right is the bar. The door in the back leads to the tattoo studio. While I check out the shop, Mizuki starts talking to the part-timer at the front
なんか
desk.
今日客少ない？
I ask casually after Mizuki finished. His expression darkens.
そうだな。
どうした？
いや、ほら、昨日話しただろ。神隠し。
あ
あれのせいもあると思うんだよな。客減ってんの。
あ。みんな怖がって出歩かなくなってるとか？
まだそこまでの影響は出てないだろうが、全体的に落ちてるっつか、空気がそんな感じ。
なるほどね。
あの後また情報が入ってな。本当か嘘かは全然わかんねえんだけど。
Mizuki beckons to me, his expression grave, and I lean in.
チーム拉致ってんの、やっぱりモルヒネだって話だ。
そんなわけねえだろ。だってモルヒネは。
モルヒネを見たってやつも出てきたらしいんだよ。
どうせ注目浴びたいバカの出任せだろ。そんなの信じるのか？
だから本当か嘘かわかんねえって言っただろ。人から聞いただけだしな。とにかく今リブのチームはみんな襲撃を受ける恐れがあるってんで殺気立ってる。まあでも。
Mizuki flashes a defiant smirk.
モルヒネだろうとなんだろうとうちには関係ねえけどな。敵じゃねえし。
だな。
I return his smile, but something about this doesn't sit right with me. I think Mizuki's been a little too into Rib lately. I hope he doesn't run himself ragged.
そうだ、なんか飲むか？あっち行こうぜ。
I start toward the bar, but before I get there, a tattoo design display on the front desk catches my eye. It's framed like it's
こ
important.
れ前からあった？
ああ、それ。いや、俺が尊敬する堀氏からもらったんだ。かっこいいだろ。神の腕前っつって有名な人なんだけど、店持ったりとかしてなくてさ。
一元さんお断りってことか？
そうそう。ちょっと前に偶然この店に来て、その時にもらったんだよ。なんかやっぱ普通じゃないオーラを感じる人だったな。
He seems genuinely happy. I guess you really like the guy.
そんなにすごいなら俺も一回見てみてえな。
お前掘らねえんだろ。
うん。
じゃダメだ。どうしてもというなら100万円になります。
高っ、ぼったくりだろ。
My coil beeps while he's laughing.
ん
It's a call from delivery
も
work.
しもし。はい。どうしたんですか？
もうね、大変なのよ。落ち着いて聞いてちょうだいね。
はい。
タエさんが。
ばあちゃんが？
Uh-oh, this isn't good. After I get off the phone, I explain what happened to Mizuki and dash over to Delivery Works. According to Miss Yoshi, Granny collapsed on her way to a patient's house to deliver some medicine. She was near Delivery Works when it happened, so they brought her there. I run as fast as my legs will carry me. My heart is pounding, and I'm out of breath. Adrenaline makes my toes and fingers tingle. Granny's collapsed from overwork before. Back then, it was my fault because I made her worry. I remember how I trembled with fear at the thought of losing her. I never want to feel like that again. I have to get there faster. Granny.
まったく大げさなんだよ、お前たちは。
That's the first thing out of her mouth when I burst through the door of Delivery Works. Granny is leaning back in a chair when I see she's all right. My legs almost give out beneath me. It turns out Granny just threw out her back, which is why she collapsed. It wasn't a stroke or anything. The way Miss Yoshi described it, it sounded like something far more serious. She apologized profusely after I arrived. To be honest, it does feel a bit anticlimactic, but I'm just glad she's all right. That said, Granny can't walk yet, so I have to carry her home. Granny complains from her perch atop my back. I walk slowly to avoid jostling her too much.
しょうがねえだろ。みんな心配なんだよ、ばあちゃんのことが。俺だって。
私はまだまだ元気だよ。
それはよくわかってるけどさ。
Oh, look at him. Look at Ren. Ren patters along behind us.
ちょっと動けなくなったくらいですぐ死んじまうみたいな扱いしやがって。
いてて、蹴るなって。とにかく明日病院行こう。な。
Granny's age isn't about to stop her from throwing a tantrum. The last thing I want is to drop her. Though, you know, Granny's pretty light. I've always had this image of her towering over me. Was she always this small? Plus, this is the first time I've carried her on my back like this.
昔は俺がよくおぶってもらってたんだよな。
ん？
いや、昔のこと。なんか思い出してさ。
お前はしょっちゅう一人でどっか行っちまってたからね。
一人で？
そうさ。ちょっと目を離すとあっという間にいなくなっちまう。
そうなんだ。全然覚えてない。
寂しかったんだろうよ。
寂しかった？なんで？
お前が一人で出て行くようになったのは両親がいなくなってからだからね。
ああ。
Right, I only have vague memories of my parents. But I do remember how Granny used to carry me on her back. Her Her smell and her warmth made me feel so safe.
お前もまだ小さかったからね。無理もないだろうよ。それが今じゃバカみたいに大きくなっちまって。
そりゃな。この年で子供の時と変わらなかったらさすがにな。
誰もそんなこと言ってるんじゃないよ。
ばあちゃん、昔みたいに俺のこと覚えれる？元気なうちにチャレンジしとく？
バカ言うな。私を殺す気かい。
冗談だって。ばあちゃん。
なんだい？
軽いな。
うるさいっつんだ。
いて。
She slaps me upside the head hard. But it makes me happy for some reason. I smile to myself. I'm so glad Granny was okay. It makes me sad to think that one day she may not be there to smack me or yell at me anymore. I walk quietly down the darkening street, feeling her warmth against my back. Oh. And that's where we're going to leave it. We'll do the next morning next time. Thank you guys for joining me. You're all very awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye.